How do you like living in LA?
You know, it's funny. It took me a while. It's so big, and the comedy community is so giant.
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
kind of feel like, but as you do it more and
Have
more,
things changed a lot in these last, I don't know how many, last 10, 20 years?
Yeah, I
I've been
think
out for
so.
15 years?
Yeah,
Something like that?
I think so. I think it's just an adjustment in terms of everything's so far away and spread out and so on. And I remember my daughter, you know, when she was going to school, she'd have a play date with her friend who was like 45 minutes away. So you drive there, I'd drop her off, I'd drive home, then I'd drive back there to get. It's like, Allie, that was 3 hours for you to play. Why don't you play with that kid that you hate down the street? Because it's too much going back and forth here.
Yeah.
So there was definitely a challenge with that, you know.
Yeah.
But the sports here are amazing, and also it's, you know, you have nice weather and you can plan stuff. In Boston, you plan things and it rains or it snows and you have to cancel. So I think there's good things and bad things about everywhere. You know?
Yeah. Do you watch UFCs?
I don't. I'm always embarrassed because other people are talking about people, and it's like I don't know anything.
I had a friend, Kenny Florin. He's from Boston. His family's from Boston, and I went out there years ago, and I was blown away of how many Brazilians live in Massachusetts.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, I would see the Brazilian flag and stuff when I
Does
lived
Brookline? Do they have a lot of Brazilians there? What's the city that it's like pretty much almost everybody is Brazilian?
Oh, I don't know now. You know, I haven't lived in Boston for 20 years now, or 25 years.
It's
so
probably been the last
it's probably
20 years,
changed a little bit, yeah. But I know that's a very tight-knit community there, you know. But, you know, I know to start doing jiu-jitsu at 60 is kind of a weird thing to do.
What made you want to do jiu-jitsu?
I think you know, when my kids left the house and my job ended, I think I needed something else to kind of keep me busy. You know, my kids would play sports, so I was always at their sports, and I think I missed that, and I think I just needed something new, you know. And we were talking about I love the camaraderie. I love the competition. It's also a great workout because I'll do kettlebells and I'll do jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
And the
First
other
of Joy
2
in the
hours.
morning, 5:30, 6:30 a.m.
I am so exhausted. I'm so wiped out, which is a good thing. And also, you just have to be in the moment. You know, you can't think about anything else. All you can think of is, I got to get this guy off me. You know what I mean? And so I have a tendency to kind of be anxious about the future or dwelling on the past.
Yeah.
And I'm not in the moment very often. So it kind of helps me
Be fully present, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mention it a lot, but I was like, why do people that do jiu-jitsu seem a lot younger than they are, you know? And he's like, that's interesting you say that because when you're a kid, you're in the present, but as you get older, you're always in the past or the future.
Absolutely.
And you're never really fully, you know, present. And so it kind of brings you back to your childhood.
Yes, it's true.
Because, you know, we have all kinds of age. We have all ages right
we
here.
We do. And it's a great group, the morning group. You know, there's been a core of us that have been together for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
So what I like is no one's trying to kill me, but at the same time, it's still competitive, you know? So, and I learn stuff, and sometimes I'll do something. They go, "Oh, you shouldn't do that. You could do that." You know what I mean? And somebody help me when I make a mistake or whatever, which I appreciate that too.
Yeah.
You know.